St. Augustine's Celtic Festival is this weekend, and it's a big deal in the Old City. And there's some big news today. USA Today has named it the #4 cultural festival in the nation. Some people kind of scratch their heads wondering, how does Celtic culture factor into a place that was a Spanish colony for hundreds of years? Well, as one former mayor said, St. Augustine heritage is more connected to bagpipes than bullfights. The sound of Celtic drums and bagpipes, all part of the St. Augustine Celtic Music and Heritage Festival. St. Augustine boasts it had the first documented St. Patrick Parade in 1601 and the first St. Patrick Festival a year earlier in 1600, not just in North America, but
for the whole world.
Celtic Festival organizer Albert Silas cites a historian's discovery in Spanish archives for the expenditure of gunpowder in St. Augustine in 1600 to celebrate St. Patrick. He says the rest of the world had simply commemorated his death.
But here in St. Augustine, they made St. Patrick the patron saint of their cornfields, and they celebrated in their corn planting in March of every year.
There were Celtic people all over St. Augustine during colonial days.
Celts from northern Spain, the northern part of Spain, is Celtic.
Celtic culture is hidden in plain sight all over the city of St. Augustine, even on this monument to the Constitution of Spain. Because when it went up in the 1800s, it put the name of the governor of La Florida, Don Sebastian Kindlein Caballero. He was Irish. Kindlein is an Irish name.
Yeah.
And now comes a big feather in the Irish cap this year. USA Today has named the St. Augustine Celtic Festival the 4th best cultural festival in the U.S. and its Reader's Choice Awards.
We put on a quality show, and our audience recognizes it.
A show in a city with a wee bit of green in its bloodline.